Going well, I'm happy to report, Captain.
Excellent. Then you found out where the drones are coming from, and why they're targeting Deep Space Nine.
Well, maybe not that well. But I've found something in Ambassador Carrick's logs that might help. It's not going well. But I've found something in Ambassador Carrick's logs that might help. One of them's named Rune. Not the leader, unfortunately.
Go on.
They strongly associate the concept of drones with the action of destroy.
Not surprising, Ambassador. So do I.
Yes, Ambassador, continue.
I told them Carrick was dead. They didn't react much.
Please, go on.
That's about all, Captain.
It's clear you need to talk again with the Scythians.
So you think we should begin to fight this war on our initiative, not theirs?
Exactly. Make them wonder what will happen next.
You're saying that if we attack now, we can fight them one by one?
Infinitely better than tackling them all at once, yes.
Thank you, Major.
Dax, I take it you don't agree with Major Kira's plan.
Can we really afford to let all the drones attack at once? Sounds like a battle we may not be able to win.
I'm hoping photon torpedoes will keep us from being overwhelmed. I never said it would be easy.
Thanks, Lieutenant. You'd take the runabout out now and fight the drones? In the plasma storm?
The storm may actually be an advantage. It blocks their visual sensors. Look, I never said it would be easy.
You'd fly the runabout, Major? Who would ride tactical with you?
Crewman Paridis. He's got good reflexes. He'd probably volunteer. Why? You're not angling for the job, are you?
We need you here, Bannock.
You'd take on the drones in a runabout? I wasn't aware they were combat vessels.
They're not. But I have a weapon sled on the Hudson now. Coupled phaser banks and torpedo launchers. Passable firepower.
The station would lay down covering fire too, of course.
Would it be possible to simulate such a mission before we risk it? In a holosuite, maybe?
I don't know. Dax?
I don't have complete data on the drones, but I could use an extrapolation modeling frame. I think it could be done, but it would take time.
Time we're running out of, Ambassador.
I'd like to formally volunteer to be your tactical officer, Major.
Steady, Ambassador. We haven't decided to do the mission yet.
Thank you, Major. Captain, I hate waiting as much as the next person, but I side with Dax. Let's let the drones come to us, hope the Defiant is ahead of schedule, and prepare as best we can in the meantime.
Well-considered advice, Ambassador. No runabout mission at this time. We continue preparations for the drone attack. I'm intrigued by the Ambassador's idea. Dax, see if you can create a simulated mission against the drones. Get it loaded into one of Quark's holosuites.
Thanks for taking my side, Ambassador. We made the right decision, I think.
We'll find out for sure when the drone buildup is complete.
Yes. Anything else, Ambassador?
I'd better go, Lieutenant.
Good luck, Bannock.
Captain Sisko, I vote with Kira. Let's not wait for the drones to attack us on their terms. Let's bring the war to them.
A strong course of action, Ambassador. But if Dax is right, it may be just what the drones would like us to do. No runabout mission at this time. We continue preparations for the drone attack.
Sorry to cheat you out of your chance for adventure, Ambassador. Waiting is hard, I know.
Wait until the drone buildup is complete, Lieutenant. That may be more action than you bargained for.
Possibly. Anything else, Ambassador?
You put me in an awkward position, Captain. I'm not really qualified.
You know as much as we do about what's going on here. More when it comes to the Scythians. Give us the benefit of that knowledge, Ambassador.
This is a military matter, not a diplomatic one. I suggest you work out the best course of action without me.
If you insist. No runabout mission at this time. We continue preparations for the drone attack.
Ops, please.
Computer. Maintenance override 771. Ops.
The upper promenade.
Computer. Maintenance override 771. Promenade, level 8, section 5. Has there been any word?
The Scythians, you mean?
Yes. What have they told you about those drones?
They're very difficult to communicate with. It's like we're shouting across a void. I can hear them, but I can't understand what they're saying.
No, we had the same problems when they came in. Well, they followed Ambassador Carrick's instructions to get here. He obviously managed to get through to them. The question is, how?
Sorry, Major. Regulations don't allow me to discuss ongoing negotiations with non-delegate personnel.
Regulations, huh? Listen, acting ambassador. The last time an attacking force assembled this close to Bajor, it was the Cardassians. And they stayed with us for 60 years. That's my home, ambassador. If the Scythians have information about this offensive, we need it, now, before the drones get tired of the station and head for Bajor.
They talked about a citadel. I think one of them wanted to show me where it was.
On a star chart or something?
I couldn't find out. Their leaders shut the door on me.
So much for Scythian diplomacy.
On the drones, you mean?
Of course!
All I know is what I heard from Lieutenant Dax. There are more coming through the wormhole all the time.
The last time an attacking force assembled this close to Bajor, it was the Cardassians. And they stayed with us for 60 years. I'm sorry, it's just... There are gunships piling up outside, and I'm stuck here repairing a turbolift.
You mean about the Ambassador's murder?
I know this must be difficult for you. When I was in the Bajoran Resistance, my cell leader was tortured to death by the Cardassians. I had to take on his role, keep the mission intact. When that happens, there's no time to grieve.
I'm just trying to do the best I can to carry on his work with the Scythians. They have a challenging style of communication.
Yes. What have they told you about those drones?
I'm sure Mr. Odo will track down the killer.
Oh, you can count on it. If the killer is still on this station, they're gonna wish they'd never seen Deep Space Nine.
He was a diplomat, a man of peace. To die like that...
Peace is never as easy to make as war.
What's the problem?
It's really not that important, just a missing piece of engineering equipment. A high... What damnedest thing. It just disappeared. If it was smaller, I'd think Vol dragged it off. Brian's going to be furious if we don't find that thing before he gets back.
How much longer is this going to take?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ambassador. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes. We've, misplaced some equipment.
I'm sure it'll turn up.
Yes, of course. We should be...
Carlton to Kira.
You mean the drones? Their behavior is odd, but I'm sure...
No, little incidents. Strange little things. Well, I've seen things lately. Maybe it's just my imagination. The station's so empty.
Do you think it's because of the rising?
What did you say?
It's something the Vedic Rasmus told me about. How do you know the Vedic?
She was on the final evacuation transport, the one we had to pull back in. She claimed her prayers forced the ship back to DS9. I hated to tell her that a simple mass load variance caused the stabilizers to fail. Our faith in the prophets is part of what kept Bajor whole while the Cardassians tried to tear us apart.
Cloud about the temple gates. The plasma storm?
Why not? Our faith in the prophets is part of what kept Bajor whole while the Cardassians tried to tear us apart.
You mean doors opening and closing without anyone there?
Yes. This place is usually so packed with people, I guess I'm used to hearing all the noise, and, well, this time of year, sometimes the superstitions we grow up with stay with us longer than we'd like. A cloud about the temple gates darkens rising night.
Like footsteps and whispering when no one's around?
Yes. This place is usually so packed with people, I guess I'm used to hearing all the noise, and, well, this time of year, sometimes the superstitions we grow up with stay with us longer than we'd like. A cloud about the temple gates darkens rising night.
No, go ahead. I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's nothing. We've been having a lot of maintenance problems, minor things, doors opening and closing, unusual sounds. It's a plasma storm. People imagine all sorts of things.
Well, I guess that solves our murder case.
I'm not so sure. Too many loose ends.
Were either of them carrying the murder weapon?
No, but they could have gotten rid of that in any disposal unit. It's more what they're not carrying.
Like what?
Well, for one thing, Carrick's case. If I wanted something so badly that I'd go to all the trouble of killing a Federation official for it, I wouldn't leave it behind in my escape. It'd help to know what it was that he was carrying. Were you able to uncover anything?
No.
Never mind. I look forward to questioning Priet on that topic. Once the scan results come in, I'll run a cross-check on their DNA.
Dax was able to reconstruct most of his logs. I went through some of them, but they weren't much help.
Never mind. I look forward to questioning Priet on that topic.
I met the Bajoran Vedic on the promenade.
Yes, I interviewed her earlier. She's up on the promenade again now, performing the Bajoran death chant. I don't think it's connected to Carrick.
You're right. She's probably harmless.
Any other leads?
I told the Scythians about Carrick's murder.
How did they react?
They're definitely hiding something. I'll try to get something more out of them next time.
Watch yourself. The last Tyrian ambassador who managed to get something more out of them ended up dead. I'll contact you as soon as the scans come in. We may be charging these two with more than just attempted murder of a Federation diplomat.
They seemed genuinely upset. I think they were counting on his help.
They'll have to start counting on you now, won't they? I'll contact you as soon as the scans come in.
Tyrion!